said the Cubans will always be wetter than your shit will ever be. That's on forever. She texting my phone like I'm coming to get her. She blowing me up cause I don't want to neck her. I walk in the store and put Gucci my sweater. I'm dripping designer wherever, whenever. I walk in the club and I'm changing the weather. I co-sign with Valley cause I got whatever. That bitch would be better if she had a nigga been dying to show her that I do it better. I walk in the store
or something, and they'll look at you like you're some serial killer, just like, you know, about to murder them or something in the street. Like, you just literally just said, hey.
Right.
It's nuts. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but what I will say is Portland is even though I love I loved it. I love my visit there. But you living there, how has it affected your like music?
People are really supportive here, which I really like. Like, I'm pretty open about my music around the people like I'm with and everything, and I get hella support. Like, my friends bought my music, they show other people my music and stuff like that. And what I do like about here is like Darky is pretty big here, and A14, and yeah, I think I remember showing like a few of my friends Darky, and from there just it started spreading by school, you know what I'm saying? And like everybody is now like listening to Darky here, and A14 and all that stuff. Yeah, it's really sick. And like I like to see like, you know, this new wave of like NASCAR Aloe and all that like kind of like punky rap stuff like getting pretty big.
Yeah.
And it's really nice. It's making like a name for myself here too, so
that's good, man. Shit. Yeah, that's dope, man. So so you transitioned, so you say you were originally in Chicago then transitioned to Oregon. What was it like during that transition, like has anything changed?
I was so young. I was only like 3. I don't really remember. I just remember when I was 3, like the only memory I have is like looking out the window and I was like naked or something. I just like looked out the window from, that's all the only memory I have.
Okay.
But I visited there many times, and it's, like, for example, like back to like how awkward people are here kind of is like if I bumped into somebody I remember there and like I literally had a conversation with them for 10 minutes and they're like the nicest people ever, and I had multiple situations like that in Chicago, and I felt like I could literally like just have a normal conversation with anybody and just continue with my day. But here it's just not like that, you know. You kind of just stay to yourself and you just, I don't know.
True,
strange.
True. Yeah. I mean, but what would be, so you because you say your career is doing pretty well there. Would you want to like move, or you good? Are you fine like out in Portland? Or what would be a good place to
go? To be honest, I want to like go to like college in a different state. You know, like I want to just see. I love to like travel and explore stuff. So I'd like to see like I'd like to like go to like either Chicago or some kind of city. Like I really like the city, and I love being social. Like even though I'm kind of like awkward and it's hard to like get me like, oh, I don't want to talk to people today, but like once I get talking, I really like enjoy like talking to people and joking around and stuff like that. So it's just like relatable. I think it's good for me. Yeah.
I'm almost the same way. It's hella relatable.
Yeah, like I'm an anxious person, but like the second I start talking to people, I start loosening up, and it's like, you know, it's more fluent and like it's good, and it's good for me, you know. It's good to be around people, you know.
Yeah, definitely, man. So what were some of your music influences? Like, what got you? Who did you listen to, and like what?
I was excited about this question because I think we might have some people in common here. Okay, so my favorite artist actually is Cyber. And Syringe. Yeah, like I love his work, and I'm gonna be honest. Like in the beginning, I didn't really like his work. I was like, this is a little weird. But as I matured, I started listening to it, and it's some of the best music I've ever heard. Like it inspires me all the time. Like I remember, what song is it? It's like there's one song that like I think it was oh god, what is it called? It was like it inspired like I think my recent song. I was like, wow, this is so sick. I want to find like a beat that's kind of like this and try something like that. It was I don't know if it was So Generic or if it was something else. It was a song that was out like for a minute.
One of his hard songs?
Yeah, it was like a harder one. I think it was I think it's like a Shoot at Me or something. Fit Fight Foes. That's what it's called. Yeah, that really inspired me to make like one of my songs. I remember, and like I really mess with how diverse he is. You know what I'm saying? He's like he always does the autotune stuff, and then he does like I don't know. Then he'll do some hard rap, and I don't know. I've always respected that about artists, like being completely like open to try new things, and it really inspires me to like want to do new things and try new stuff. You know?
Yeah. Oh, that's dope, man. That's interesting. Yeah. I know he
Yeah,
inspired a lot of people, but it's just it's still cool to hear, that
yeah.
people are still.
My but my other biggest inspiration is Zodiac actually, is because I don't know, like his flowing and everything is just so like I don't know, it's just it's kind of like it's different in a way. I don't know what's different about it, but he kind of started that
Yeah.
like that kind of flow.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember one of my first songs I used that flow and stuff like that. I don't want to sound like I'm biting everybody, but like I definitely get inspired. I'm one of those kind of people who like hears a hard song and is like super inspired by it and wants to
Yeah, that's
try
good.
something like it and put his own spin to it.
Right. No,
Yeah.
I like that. That's really dope. Yeah, and I think the only well, no, I think someone else did say they were inspired by Zodiac before that interview, but still, it's rare. Not a lot of people say that. I think Zodiac is pretty dope too.
Yeah, man. I think Zodiac's sick. I mean, his newer music is not necessarily my taste as much, but like
Yeah,
his older, like kind of harder stuff with Heal and
yeah,
yeah, that's that stuff really inspired me a lot to like start making music, and I just really liked the kind of like mix between that faster kind of rap with like yelling and
yeah. Like
like
heavy,
high
distorted.
energy.
Yeah,
Yeah, and like the interesting beats and stuff like that. It's just I really fucked with that stuff.
really dope, man. That's awesome. Okay,
Yeah,
so you were inspired by the scene mostly to start being in the scene because a lot.
yeah.
Oh,
I yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
no, I was saying because a lot of artists in the scene will say, "Oh, I'm inspired by, this band or this mainstream rapper or something," and
Yeah,
a mix of that. But it's good to hear that you
yeah.
are entirely, inspired by the scene, which got you in the scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's mainly like the scene that made me want to do the yelling kind of rap, but like I was definitely like always liked heavier music as a kid. I always listened to Linkin Park and
Mm-hmm.
Slipknot, and slowly from Slipknot I got to like deathcore kind of stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
from there I started listening to more rap at that point, and I kind of dropped the yelling, but I still like the yelling, but I mainly listened to just kind of more mainstream kind of rap,
Mm-hmm.
and then I found X, which was like kind of got me back into metal and like stuff like that. And then I saw the mix of that together, and then all these artists like kind of just I don't know, about I would say about 3 or 4 years ago I started finding like Slen and all these people. I'm like, dude, this shit's so hard. I want to try something like that. And so I started producing, and then I realized producing wasn't for me. I'm not very good at it, so I just went straight to vocals and yeah, just started writing and practicing, and yeah, now we're here.
Awesome, awesome. I love that.
For sure,
So
man. This scene definitely inspired me hard though.
dope, man. That's good to hear. Like, so you prefer so a lot of your stuff, of course, like is extremely aggressive, is heavy. Is that like
Yeah.
your preferred thing? Do you like sounding like that sound, or do you want to? Are you one of
Yeah,
those that you like to, that like to be diverse and have a mix, or are you solely focused on?
the funny thing is actually I enjoy making hard stuff, but I really enjoy making like auto tune music. Like I don't know if you've heard my song "Infected," but I love that song. I wish I like could make more songs like that and stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
it just doesn't really match up with numbers. And I mean, I want to please my fan base and also do stuff I like. So I enjoy making hard music, and I know my fans enjoy it, so I kind of stick to that. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely gonna start throwing in some more auto tune stuff in the mix. Like my recent song, I did a hard mixed with auto tune, and I'm just gonna slowly kind of incorporate more singing stuff into my music. And yeah,
Dope. So what was it like when you first realized that, you started having supporters and fans that what was that like for you when you
dude,
first
it's the
started?
trippiest shit ever, man. Like it's you just think you're kind of like putting all this music into a void until like you get that one situation where you're like, holy shit, this really put it in perspective. And I think the first thing was I only had like 400 or 500 followers at the time.
Mhm.
It was either I think seven when he commented on one of my things, and he's like, dude, this is like really fucking good and everything. I'm like, holy shit, seven. I was listening to seven like before I even made music, and it really like drove me to do that. I'm like, dude, people are listening to me. And another thing was I don't know, this is kind of weird, but this person was recording himself listening to my music, and I'm like, it just really put in perspective that people are really playing like my audio
Yeah.
and listening to it in person, and I see the person like dancing to it and stuff like that, and it's really trippy. It's like that I'm on that song, that's me, like that's
Yeah.
my art, like people respect it. It's kind of cool.
Surreal. That's dope, man.
Super surreal. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot. So, all right. So, what would you say is your favorite song that you've done? Like just off the bat.
That's a good question. I'm gonna put them in two categories. All right,
Okay.
so like my hard music, um, I think probably I like Manure. I made it like a year ago,
Hmm.
but I really like the flow switch I did on there and everything, and I really like the beat. It was made by Sonatic. I
Okay.
really like the hardness of that song, and yeah, I like that. Or what's the song I made with Lord Distortion? The first song, the Swole Martians.
Mm.
That one got pretty big. I like that one a lot too, and but like autotune wise, I definitely probably Infected is probably my favorite autotune one I made. Like
Mm.
I think that song just it was just one of those songs where I put the beat in NFL and I
Mm.
listened to it and I was just like, I know exactly what I want to do on this. Like and it came in like 30 minutes. I was like able to write the whole thing and like record like a basic draft and then it was the mixing and everything and it was like it's one of my favorite songs. It just everything fell in place, you know.
Yeah, yeah, that's dope as hell, man. Shout out Lord Distortion, by the way. How'd you link up with him? He's like one of I think his stuff. It's weird. I you and him were like I feel like
Yeah.
I heard yours. I think your song with him was one of the first I heard, or on the playlist you were right after him, which is how I found out about you.
Yeah. Me,
So
yeah, me and him kind of have this duo thing that people know as like I don't know, like some people know it as like the Swole Martians. It's because like that one song, the Swole Martians, we made, and we made another song called Swole Martians too, and
hmm
we yeah, we're actually really cool. Like I mean, he's definitely like a big homie, like Lord Distortion. Like he definitely like helped me pull myself out of like the smaller following and everything. But I don't really even look at it like that. Like that dude is like he's my homie, dude. I've known him for like a year and a half now, and we've always got along. And he's just a sick guy. Like,
yeah,
I recommend like if you know him and everything, you should get to know him. He's a really cool guy.
yeah,
And
definitely. I've had a few. I've interviewed him, of course, and I had a few conversations with him. So
yeah,
yeah, definitely. He's every time I talk to him, it's like it's like I'm talking to a friend, like me and him. You know what I mean? Like we both
yeah.
he knows so much about the community. I'm like, damn, you need to start interviewing people. You know what
Oh
I
man,
mean?
he's insane. He knows every like so much stuff. It's
Yeah,
he's one of those guys you can like talk about something and he'll know like the
everything.
ins and outs, the drama, and like everything about it. It's really yeah,
Exactly, bro.
it's
That
funny.
dude.
And he plays all different kinds of games, and he's yeah, he's
Mm.
super sick. He's a sick dude
Yes, man. Shout him out, bro. I love that. I love you and him are like some of my favorites, man. Like just as a duo, just
for sure, man. I
even
appreciate that a lot. Yeah,
individually, you know what I mean. But I put you guys,
yeah,
yeah, on the same level. So, bro, we
yeah. We love
appreciate
making music together and stuff like that. It's really like I feel like we mesh pretty well because I have this like I don't know. It's just a I don't know. It's kind of a difference in voice. Like I have a very like high pitch, kind of naturally high pitch kind of voice. I feel like, and he has his kind of like lower, like more interesting voice. I think it kind of meshes well together, and so I love making music with Lord. It's
it. Yeah,
always good.
yeah, that's dope, bro. That's hard. So, of course, even though he's probably your equal, or one of your equals in that field, what would you say? What would be your dream collab to have? Excluding
Damn,
friends and the people you already done it with.
it's
Of
just some good ass questions. I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie. They're simple, but they're good. You know, like they really. That's a good question.
hmm
I think about this a lot. Like, I don't know, either Zodiac or Cyber. Honestly, like, I just think my music just doesn't really reflect very well, like with their kind of music. Mine's more, I would say, I don't know, more like hype and not very. I don't know. I look at like Cyber as more kind of artistic and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it won't reflect too well with him because my shit's kind of generic at the moment, and I'm trying to like break out of that and make more complex stuff, but.
hmm
And with Zodiac, I mean, if that ever happens in the future, he doesn't like to do features and he doesn't like to do the yelling stuff. So, I mean, I doubt
hmm
that will ever happen. But
Yeah.
yeah, for sure, those two would probably be really cool to be on a song with.
Yeah. Definitely. That's yeah. I love that. Pretty sure you'll.
Definitely Cyber though. Like that's probably my main. Like, if I ever made a song with him, like I'd make sure I'd make it like hella cool. Like I
Yeah.
get hella creative with it. Yeah,
Bro, that's so hard, man. Yeah. He's such a chill dude. So you never I just reach out
yeah,
to him. I would say if you want to do that, he'd be so surprised. Like how I met him is just talking to him at a show, and like he's almost like a he is a friend, but Like it's
Yeah.
crazy how it's like I feel like I met him, I knew him all my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
he's a really cool dude. He's been around for so long, and
so
honestly like paved the road for so many of these artists, you know. And like
honestly, it is for me
he doesn't get enough credit. Yeah,
at all, man. And like for me, like it's me and him coming from the same. Like we know we're both in Maryland. We come from the same like county, and like this county, like
yeah,
I've always felt like stuck here. I never really meshed well, and it's weird how his music, reflected being different and standing out in this
yeah.
area. So it was almost like, damn, like he's like it makes you feel like you're not alone. So I can only imagine like how other people feel, like
For sure,
listening
man.
to
And the
his
band was
music.
wearing like high heels in his videos and stuff like that, and he just didn't give a fuck, bro.
Right,
Like, and I
crop
respect that a
tops.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, who gives a shit, bro? That's his style, and I fuck with that hard. And like, I definitely like look up to that. Like, people who are just confident with who they are. You know what I'm saying? And
Of course, man. We need
yeah,
more of
I
that.
don't know. That's the
Yeah.
way I am, dude. I don't like this generic shit like where people just wear, like the white Air Forces and the skinny jeans and listen to Drake with their AirPods and stuff like that. Like that, I'm always telling people, bro, like break out of that shit and just be your own person because I know that's not you. Like you're just being a sheep and just following that shit.
Yeah, because you don't want to be ridiculed.
Everybody has that nugget of individuality inside of them, and like if you just like make something out of that, you can be so much happier, dude. I'm telling everybody, you know.
Yeah, honestly, man. Well, since you touched on that, on like fashion, what's yours? Like, what do you just? I know we don't like know your face or anything, but like, what do you
Yeah,
wear when you go out? You know what I mean?
on my Insta, you can kind of see it. It's like I used to be kind of like into more of the tech weary kind of fashion. Like I have a vest and everything, and I used to wear that a lot. And I have boots and stuff, but right now, like what I wear is kind of like a mix between that tech weary kind of stuff with I don't know, like cargo pants, and then I'll have like custom made ones, and
Uh,
I guess like a yeah, like a I don't know, I'll wear like a North Face kind of like vest or something with I don't know, like a tactical. I don't know. It's kind of a mix between skate and like I
tech
don't know,
wear.
like the yeah tech wear. That's a good way to
Mm,
explain it. I wear a lot of things though. Like honestly, I don't like whatever I find cool. Like
you just wear it.
at one point, I go through a phase where I thought like I don't know, painting the nails was cool, and so I would do that, and I'd wear like I don't know, I'd wear a lot of jewelry like around my wrists and rings and shit. But I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I'm kind of like I kind of laid back on that,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it's just kind of phases through stuff. But I mainly stuck with like more of a darker kind of dark tone apparel. That's I don't know how to like kind of like gothier, but it's not
Yeah.
too intense, you know.
Yeah. Interesting. That's what I kind of wear. As you see, like if you look
Yeah,
at my pictures, I just wear boots all the damn time. Like I have these like combat
I love
boots.
boots. Yeah.
I just
I got
wear
the
them. Like I
I
don't
forgot
know.
what they're called. Yeah, I think they're like I forgot what they're called, but they're really nice. They're super comfortable and like I don't know. Just if you ever get in a fight, man, those are like a weapon, you know. Like if they're on the ground, it's over. You got boots on. I mean, like that
Right.
the fight's over.
Especially if you have steel toe, man. Oh my
Yeah, I know, dude.
god. That's
I
crazy.
like Tim's too. Tims are really comfortable.
Yeah, I
Like I
like
like a
the
pair of Tims.
yeah, Tim's are hard. I like the black ones though. Not a lot of people
Black
have
Tims are
those.
nice.
Yeah.
Biggie, yeah, Biggie definitely hyped those up. Those are sick.
Yeah, Tim's are hard. They go with a lot of things too.
They're nice. Yeah, I fuck a bit black Tims hard, but I don't have a pair myself. I just got the tan ones, and I usually just put them on when I want to just slip something on. Holy shit, I'm stuttering.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. I feel you. Yeah, I need a pair of Tim's, man. I need to do that myself too. But
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, that's hard, man. So, what are some oh well since I've asked you what your favorite, what would you say your least favorite or what you would consider your worst song? Doesn't mean necessarily bad, just what's your worst, the one that you just didn't really like that's still out there.
Yeah, for sure. You know what's really funny? It's like for the longest time I had this giant like ego and this giant dick. Like I just thought I was like the coolest dude in town and everything and that like all my music was awesome and everything. And then slowly over time I kind of humbled myself out and was just like, dude, my shit is not on the same level as some of these artists and everything. I need to like chill out. And I just put it in perspective of like listening from the third person, and I always hear like the mistakes that I made in the song and everything. I'm like, okay, I can improve on that and everything. And I don't necessarily hate any of my songs, but like I think a lot of them are ignorant compared to like what I make now. And like take what was it? It was on the set freestyle. That one's pretty like generic. I mean, it's hype and all, but I think I did that shit in like 2 takes, and I just like pull up on the set, leave you wet, no discussion. Like I just kept screaming that shit. It's not that deep,
Right.
but I mean, it's hype and all, but like I feel like yeah, I feel like I should definitely take more time with my music, and I don't know. It's just it's only one layer. I think I don't even think there's ad libs on that song, and that song did like hella good, and
Hmm.
I don't know. It's just something like
Sometimes simplicity works though. A lot of people.
yeah, for sure,
So like you say, you are a connoisseur of music, and we're connoisseurs of music. So someone like Cyber, and you say he's RT, we understand and like we
yeah,
can see the grandness of that. Someone a casual listener is not gonna they hear
for
even
sure,
what I mean. They're not gonna they even if they like it, they won't appreciate it like how you would or
for
like
sure, yeah.
like us.
Well, they don't know the grind behind it, like the
Exactly.
like what you have to do with it and everything. Like, especially Cyber is a um good thing. Like like landfill and stuff like that when he produces and stuff. You can really hear like the intricacies if you're like an artist
Yeah.
and like in the beats he makes and stuff like that. And you have to know like music theory and stuff. And it's not easy to do. And
At
it's a
all.
very original sound and everything. And you have to find that over years. And you can really appreciate that as an artist. So when I hear something of like me screaming over a beat, like the same stuff in like 2 takes, I'm like, I don't know if this is what I want to put out there. Maybe I need to like,
Right.
I don't know, make some more complex stuff that's original.
Right.
Yeah,
No, that's totally understandable. I get that. I get that. But
for
yeah, I
sure.
wouldn't say you necessarily personally. I'm not just hyping you up. I wouldn't say you made a bad song, at least not yet. So hey, even on
That's
the set freestyle, like you said, it's hype. It's still good. It's just it's just for me. I
yeah,
look at it. It was a freestyle, so it was just you showing your
yeah,
vocal skill. That's how I looked at
yeah,
it.
for sure. How
So
I look at it is like I didn't have an upload, and I'm like, this beat is really hard. I'm just gonna start
do something
streaming some shit on it and upload it.
else. That's dope. That's hey man, I'm with it, man. I love that.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Of course, man. Of course. But yeah, that's dope. That's dope. What pop culture are you into? Like, are you like comics, manga, anime, video games?
I'm not very big on superheroes, but I realize a lot of people are, and like I respect it, but I'm not big on superheroes. I like some anime. I watch a lot of YouTube.
Hmm.
I guess that's kind of like that, and I guess some YouTube videos. I've been watching YouTube my whole life. Like I always took YouTube over TV, and so I was watching like old like PewDiePie videos when I was younger and stuff like that. And I guess that's kind of the most pop generic stuff I could remember. I used to watch a lot of like old YouTube videos, and I really always liked Adventure Time,
Oh,
and I
mm,
thought that show was really cool, and like the art is really interesting.
yeah, it was
Like
dope.
yeah, a lot of Cartoon Network stuff I really like a lot, and like Family Guy and stuff like that. I used to watch a lot of that. And anime wise, I really like Parasite. It's a really good anime. I watched a lot of Naruto, but not enough to like I'd like say I don't know the vocabulary and stuff like that. I'm not too diehard about it, but I do think Naruto's a really good show, and I
Yeah,
really like the aesthetic of Naruto and the artwork. It's really cool. It inspires a lot of artists, and
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That's
for
really
sure.
dope. That's hard. You any video games are you into, or you're not a gamer that much?
I'm a big gamer, dude. Like I'm a big gamer. It's like for a good portion of my life, I've been gaming since I was very young. I think I like Terraria a lot, and I like the kind of like survival games like Rust, and I don't know. I like all different kinds of games though. To be honest, like
Hmm.
I'll play Brawlhalla, and then I'll play Valorant, or I'll play CS:GO, Among Us, just all different kinds of stuff. I'm down with whatever. RuneScape.
Hmm. That's
Yeah.
hard, man. That's hard. What would you say is your favorite video game of all? Like you or franchise? It could be a single game franchise.
Okay, that's a good question. I'm playing Far Cry lately, and I think
I love Far
that's
Cry.
if I ever were to recommend like somebody to get a game who has never like played a mature game that is more like story based, I would always recommend Far Cry 3 or Far Cry 4. Like those are
Yes.
really solid games and hella fun, and it's an open world, so much exploring you can do and shit. It's like hella fun. And
Yes, I love those games, man. That's ironic. It's weird. It's weird. A lot of people didn't like five. I liked five, but
I didn't play 5. I only played 3 and 4 so far. Yeah.
3 is a classic, man. I don't think
For
anything.
sure. Yeah.
Like story. I think that was probably the best story Far Cry did so
Yeah,
far.
for sure. I think Far Cry 4 though, like I really like the gameplay and that one a lot
Yeah.
more. But
Oh man, I
like,
love that. Especially that last like compound mission. I love that.
yeah, it's crazy.
That was so hard, man. That's dope. Yeah, I love Far Cry. I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm glad there's other people that play that.
for sure. I think I like Terraria the most though, to be honest, because have just the most memories with that. It's just like it's a cool game. I don't know.
All right.
I've like literally played it my whole life. But Far Cry 3 probably comes at a very close, probably even, honestly. Terraria and Far Cry is a
Mm.
tie for me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope, man. I like that. I like that. Um. So have you? So how long have you been in the community? Just first, before I ask the other question, would you say?
I don't want to expose myself too much here because I was one of those weirdos who like hit up artists and be all cringy and stuff like that because I
Oh.
was like really thought they were cool. So
Hmm.
I probably been around for like 3 years, probably about.
3.
But
Okay.
yeah, like I was listening to Slen and stuff like that, and
Okay.
while I
So
was
through well, you kind of just said it, but through your time, well, not really. Okay, through your time, have you been through any like beefs or have you had any like
that's a
headbutts
good
with other
question.
artists or producers or anything?
Well, it's kind of like yeah, I was in this collective. I'm not gonna name the collective. I don't want to give them any credit, but yeah, they're going through kind of like some strife right now, and the leader is I think he's pretty open about how he's a white supremacist now and everything, and so I don't really
Okay.
fucking like to associate with that guy anymore. But
Yeah.
he yeah, but like those people, I don't have any beef with them or anything, but like I definitely don't want anything to do with them anymore. So I don't know,
Yeah.
just thank God it was like a short phase that I was in that collective, and I just kind of got out of there pretty quickly. But it's
Very
just
understandable. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, that's pretty dope. Do you have
it's
any
probably the
advice?
only thing closest to a beef. Yeah.
Close. Okay, yeah, close to the to a beef. Well, with that, do you have any advice for any upcoming, fans that might be soon to be artists or artists that that are small artists? Any advice for them if they run into something like beef or have
Yeah.
a headbutt with another artist? What would you tell them to do if you had to give them advice?
This works for whatever kind of art you do, whatever you do in life. Always be 100% who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because the second you get caught in a lie about yourself or something like that, it's just a slippery slope of just shit coming down your way. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
you should just be 100% you. Make music that you like to make. Don't bite any kind of culture or anything like that. Just do what you like, what you appreciate. The artists you like it's just how do I explain this? It's just like if you act like somebody else, you can't act like somebody else your whole life. You know, eventually the true you is gonna shine through. You know, and so if you're making some shit that is not you, it's gonna eventually shine through, and people are gonna see through it. You know?
Exactly. Okay, I like that. Really good advice, man. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Don't be
Cool.
cringy, bro. Don't be cringy like me when I was when I was just starting. I was cringy, hitting up artists, being like, "Oh, you should listen to my song and everything." But
I feel
yeah,
like every artist. So I feel like every artist had their cringe phase though.
yeah,
Even the
that's how
people.
Seven. Yeah, that's how Seven found my music. So I guess it kind of worked. But
Yeah, yeah,
I fuck with Seven R too. Shout out to him.
yeah. Shout out, my boy. Um, yeah, that's pretty dope, man. That's pretty dope. If you could have $1 million right now, what would you do?
Hmm. I probably invested in my music and try to, I don't know, get better. Maybe like get a better equipment. I don't know. Maybe buy my family a better house.
Hmm.
I don't know. Probably give it to some charity and stuff like that, or my community, or I don't know. Just some stuff that's important. Like I would mainly like try to invest it into something. I don't know if it's stocks or like investing it into my music or something. But I mean, I really like if it's possible to do this with my life. You know, just make music and something I enjoy and like
Hmm.
be able to live like that. I would love to do that. So if I invest my money into that, I mean, I think with advertising and everything, and with that $1 million, I can probably get a sizable following. So
Hmm.
that's probably what I would do.
That's dope. All right, all
Or
right.
travel to Japan. I mean, Japan's super sick. Like Tokyo, I always wanted to go there. It just looks really cool.
Yeah, dope, man. I hope so, man. Shit, let's plan the trip, bro.
Dude, Japan looks hard, bro. I would love to go around there and just like with $1,000 and just try all the weird shit over there. You know, there's like they have like vending machines with like the weirdest shit. And, like you look in one and there's just so much weird stuff. They have like yogurt flavored drinks and like fucking some fruits I never heard of, and I don't know. It's really interesting.
Yeah, I'd try that too, man. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. I wanted to
For
go to
sure.
Japan too. I watched a vlog where some people went and they were like vending, like you said, vending machines, and they had like pizza in
It's
it.
fucking crazy. And the thing is, there, I heard the thing about their culture is like when you get something from a vending machine, you have to eat it in front of the vending machine. Like if you get a drink or something, it's rude to like grab the drink and walk and like drink with it and stuff like that. You have to like sit next to the vending machine and finish your drink and like throw it away and then go on your way. Like it's part of the culture there or something, which is really interesting because like here we just don't give a fuck. We'll like throw pizza in a bush or something. We just don't really care.
Right. That's
But they try to keep it clean, you know? Like they really are strict about that stuff.
that's kind of hard, man. I don't know. That is cool. I don't. That'd be weird if I. What if it's like disgusting? What do you do at that point?
That's the thing, and then we're just in hell, dude. All this food is just garb. But I mean, I feel like it's definitely a different culture. I don't think it'd be bad. I just think it'd be really different. And
Yeah,
like
one hundred
I don't
percent.
know, they eat hella raw fish over there, so I don't know. I like raw fish like a little bit, but I couldn't like straight up just eat raw fish all the time, you know.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. I understand that. I understand that. That's pretty cool, man. So, are you into like Japanese culture? Like, do you like like the history of it,
Yeah,
or even just like the anime and stuff like that, or the style? Are you into that?
yeah. I find it interesting, but I just I didn't really get too into it. I don't know the history too well, but
Yeah.
it's definitely a very interesting history, and I really respect like the respect behind it and like the what is it like kind of like the honor behind it and everything. And I wish we had more of that in America. You know, like they have a lot of respect for each other, and
Hmm.
they're a lot of them are very humble, which is something that I wish reflected here too. But
Right.
it's just yeah, I always respect all different kinds of cultures. I think there's good shit in all cultures, and you know there's good stuff to take from every culture and good stuff to learn from every culture, and
One
I
hundred
find it
percent.
hella interesting learning about everything. But
100%.
yeah,
Oh, that's dope, man. That's pretty dope. Um, so back on the music aspect, really just prepare for the question because I don't know. Everyone receives this so differently.
yeah.
What is your opinion on like how people were so like enraged or in a conflict over like the term trap metal? Do you have an issue with that, or do you care like what the title of the music is? The specific music I'm talking about, or
Dude, I fucking hate it, dude. It sucks. I'm just kidding. I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those. Like, I think it's fine. I mean, like, if you want to call me trap metal, it's fine. It's just kind of cringy, you know.
yeah,
Like when people like have like 30 X's in their names and they're like, you know, trying to be edgy with yeah. It's just I don't really like to associate with that. I like to just be my own kind of like genre. I mean, I think I definitely groups into like kind of like a yelling kind of rap. I don't know what you call it, but
hmm
it's just this underground scene. Like uh, I guess there's not really a good name for it. I feel like trap metal is kind of outdated because trap metal is more like slen, you know, like where it would be on a 808 beat that like goes like just high 808s and like 808 slides everywhere and stuff like that, and it's like yelling super metal like, you know.
yeah,
But now it's kind of different. I feel like it's more mixed with hip hop, you know.
yeah, just more aggressive because Seven and Project, they go more towards the ragecore sound, like the
Yeah,
name. I mean, they
for
call it
sure.
ragecore more so, or
Yeah, I
rage.
was just talking to Stranded, who does some beats for Project, and I think
Hmm.
yeah, like he's really big on metal, and he actually does the guitar for it and everything, and that's a really big thing that a lot of people who make this kind of music start with metal, or
Hmm.
like we're in a band and stuff like that, and I think that's where that name originated from. Is like because of the amount of people who started with metal. I mean, I even started with metal, but
Right, right.
I think I'm more leaning towards I think kind of a rap
Hmm.
spectrum, you know, more than a metal spectrum. But that's the thing. Like, I don't know what to even name that spectrum of like yelling rap. Like, I guess it's like hard trap, or I don't know.
Mm, I guess, yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't know. I mean, I'm fine. I call it, when I'm making for me at least, making content, I have to give it some name. I can't
Yeah,
just,
for sure.
you know what I mean. If I have a video
I
with,
have no problem with it. Yeah, I don't
yeah,
get why
yeah,
people get all pissy about that shit. Like, who cares? Like, it's just a name.
exactly. But
And
I
trap
just,
metal, like, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
oh, you go, you go.
It's just like trap metal. Like, the thing is, if anybody ever asked me what kind of like music genre I fall under, I think I'd probably go with trap metal because it's the closest thing, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like, or I try to like say, oh, if you've ever listened to like NASCAR Allo, I guess it's somewhat in that genre or something like that. And,
Hmm.
or like Lil Darky or somebody who's blown up in the scene, you know.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, like I said, just with me doing like titles and thumbnails, like you said, if you have to put a category to what you're doing, yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, for
That's what
sure.
I do. So I know people get upset about it, but
Yeah, I don't really care. I mean, people get really mad at that stuff. I'm like, dude, it's like,
yeah,
it's not that deep. What I do get mad at is when people like start comparing you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
a lot of people compare me to LX6IV, and I guess it's like similar in a way. But I mean, I fuck with LX. I think he's good, but I don't know. I don't hear the similarity too much, but I guess some
hmm,
people hear it.
yeah. I feel that. I feel that.
Like, are like, oh, dude, this sounds like X and everything. Like, it's
Oh,
weird. It's like a weird thing that people feel the need to like compare you to people and stuff.
right. They need to remind you that. I don't know. That's the thing that's I feel like that has between us. I feel like well, not between us. It's an interview, but you know what I mean. Like, I feel like
Yeah,
I feel like that's like kind of the bane of this scene because like
yeah,
when a foreigner listens to it because people have only been exposed to X or if they are a little more involved like Scarlord or the known ones. You know what I mean?
yeah,
They hear
for sure.
that, and so when they hear it, it's new to them. They never heard anything like it. So when they hear
Hmm.
anyone else do it, even the unknowns like us, they like they
Yeah, for
automatically say,
sure.
"Oh, you're trying to be old X, you're trying to be Scar, you're trying to be
Yeah, for
Darky."
sure.
You know what I mean?
And I think a lot of them aren't even trying to be disrespectful. Like, I think they're
Yeah,
just, they're like, oh, I hear the resemblance. Oh, you must be inspired by him or something. But
yeah,
I mean, I guess I was kind of inspired by them early on, but
hmm,
my music it's inspired by so much weird shit. Like, I love autotune music. I
hmm.
like all different kinds. I listen to some opera songs, dude. Like, it's all inspired by so much different stuff. Like, it's hard to even say that, I don't know, it's even inspired by that artist I'm compared to, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, that can kind of be a thing though. But I just wanted to know your opinion. I kind of like asking, artists
Yeah.
how they feel about that in the scene. So
Yeah, that's a good question. A lot of people, yeah, I'm sure you probably got a lot of people who go like, "Oh my god, I hate it, dude." It's
yep,
not even like, yeah,
100%. But I stay by and I stay non-biased and I stay the
yeah, for
medium.
sure. It's good.
Yeah, but you know that's pretty cool for
It's good to stay unbiased as the interviewer. That's pretty rare nowadays. Like on the news and
that.
stuff, you see that, and they're always like biased towards something, you know.
Yeah, they're looking at you, DJ Academics. I'm just playing.
I know they put you in a question to entrap you into like some answer that will be controversial or something. Like, just being biased and stuff is it's the best way to be an interviewer and stuff like that. It's really hard, but
Yeah,
when it's done right, it looks really professional.
exactly. That's how I think it's losing in the interview kind of. It's like interviewers now are starting to become celebrities themselves when interviewers are just the outlet to give to people. You know what I mean? We're
True,
supposed to
true.
be that gateway for you
Yeah.
artists to connect with your fans, and that
Damn, that's a really good point. Actually, I
you
never
know what I
looked at it
mean?
like that. Yeah, it's like they're becoming like, oh, he's about to get interviewed by this person. It shouldn't be
Yeah,
about that. It
exactly,
should be like, I'm about to watch this interview about this person. Not, I can't wait
exactly,
to see these two human beings interact and argue about some shit that
exactly.
they're biased about. Like, that's just weird.
Exactly, 100%. So you see exactly what I'm talking about. So
I
I
see
hope
what you're saying, man.
yeah, I hope I'm doing that. You know,
No, for sure, you're doing a
um,
great job.
appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Let me think. What do you have, for the future though, for the people, if you have anything?
Yeah, I mean, just keep looking out, man. I see a lot of people taking from the art, which I have no problem with. Like, I see some people like taking the green and purple and or pink and green, lime green kind of stuff, and doing their own thing with it, which I have no problem with. Like a lot of people are mad when people bite their art, but I mean, these people usually follow me and pay me homage, so I have no problem with it, and I can see the inspiration and just have an eye out for that and everything. I mean, like look out for my music and stuff. I got a new song out right now, and it's called Fufu, featuring Venting Palace, which I just dropped I think like 3 or 4 days ago, and so it's pretty good. A lot of people like it, and it's doing pretty good numbers. So yeah, if you guys want to check that out,
That's hard as hell. But
yeah.
for the record, pink and green go really well together. I've always thought that.
Yeah, I thought it was a really interesting color mix, and I haven't seen it in a lot of stuff. Like if you look up pink and green, you don't get many results like on Google and stuff like that. Yeah.
Exactly. When I used to have like racing games or even playing like GTA, out of like my cars always would have like I'd have a pink and green car somewhere always.
Yeah, it's a sick. It's like I think it's like the two opposites of the spectrum or something like that.
Yeah,
it looks really nice.
So it's like white and black. They work.
Yeah,
what I mean?
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like I think it's red. I don't know. I think red and blue is one too, and like they're just known as colors to be mixed together. Like Hulk is this color, and I don't know. There's just a bunch of shit. Yeah, it's just a nice mix for some reason.
Exactly.
Can you even explain it?
I don't know if you remember like the old because I had a lizard named after him, the old cartoon Spyro the Dragon. That cartoon, the video game.
Oh yeah, I used to play Spyro all the time. Damn, I forgot about that on my DS.
Yeah, that video game. I remember the original. Like he was actually supposed to be green, but with the engine, back then the PlayStation engine can make how everything was like shitty polygon, so like it wouldn't mesh well with the grass. Like he'd just blend in, so they made him purple.
What the fuck, man? You hit me with a nostalgia bomb there. I forgot about, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
I forgot about that completely. What the hell?
I love that game. I have the remake or remaster, whatever it is, the remaster of Spyro.
Yeah, Spyro with the Y, right?
Yep, SPYRO.
Damn.
Yep.
That's crazy. I used to play that all the time, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, I love that game, man. I've named he passed away last year, sadly, but I had a bearded dragon named after him. So yeah.
Damn. R.I.P.
Yes, man. Appreciate it, but yeah, that.
Yeah, my cat died recently. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, sorry to hear.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough, man. Like it's you don't think they're gonna go. They don't really look like they're aging ever.
Yeah.
But they're getting older and stuff, and it's really tough to see them go. But
yeah,
that's life, man.
Yeah, it's sad. Sadly, mine passed from other complications. He's not really young, but he was still young. But he passed from he had I believe it was his kidneys or his lungs. One of them, I can't remember what the vet told me, but it was complications with that though. So, but yeah,
it's really tough. It's like it's hard to get through that pet stuff. I don't know. It's definitely like people are like it's really split. Some people are really attached to their pets and like, oh my god, like my pet just died and it's really upsetting. And then some people are like, it's just a pet, dude. I mean, it's just somebody chilling with you. It dies. You're sad for a day and it's over. But I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I look at my animals as like,
almost people.
They're close. Yeah, they're almost people.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. So I understand the pain, man. It's just when you like people like you said, people that really are attached to pets, and when they only losing that, people can really understand, how that is.
Yeah.
So
it's actually really interesting. The day my cat died, I was really upset, but I had a Scarlord concert that day. So I went to the Scarlord concert, and it actually really helped because it helped me get my mind off it. And so, yeah. So I just I just went crazy, or I was in the mosh and everything. I remember people are like, after the show, they're like, dude, you were crazy, bro. I saw you in the mosh getting like punched and shit. I just love going crazy and mosh pits and stuff like that, and it definitely helps like to get your mind off that stuff.
100%, man. That's cool. How was that Scarlet concert? How was it seeing him live?
It was pretty crazy, man. The dude's jacked. Like the dude is jacked. Like he's like ripped. Like I don't know. I thought like maybe he was doing some kind of tuning or something, like to make himself look more muscular or something. But like the dude is shredded. Like I don't know. He must have like been working out for a very long time or something. But he definitely looks bigger in real life too. Like I thought he was kind of like a skinnier, shorter guy, but he's pretty tall and a big dude. And it was a crazy show, like for sure. I saw Sam Pepper there.
Oh,
just really awkward, really different. I saw him there. I'm like, hey, are you like live streaming? And he's like, yeah, I'm live streaming right now. It was really funny.
yeah, that's hard, man.
That's
Yeah,
crazy. It was a good
yeah,
job.
I didn't get to see him perform. I'm still mad at that. I got kicked out of the show. I've talked about it before. I got kicked out because of
Damn.
yeah, I had a friend with me. Well, no, it wasn't anyone's fault. It was really the venue's fault. It was a DJ that told us to get on stage, and it was a bunch of like. Nah, I don't want to be like mean or like that, but
Yeah,
hear me out when I say this. It was just a bunch of like awkward white kids. So like,
I feel that.
awkward emo white kids, and they were like didn't know
Yeah, for
what to
sure.
do, And it was a DJ that no
I
one
feel
really
that.
knew, and we were trying to hype her up. So she was like trying to get the crowd hype ready for Scarlord and just telling people to get on stage. And me and my boys got on stage, and the venue just they thought we just were being like fuckheads and just got on there for no reason. But like we were like the DJ
Yeah,
told us to get on stage, but they didn't want to listen, didn't care because they didn't see it, so they kicked us out. But I got to meet
for sure.
Scarlord after that though, which is still cool. But
That's dope. It's always the awkward emo white kids, telling you. It's crazy.
no disrespect, but I love everyone. I love the emo white kids,
No, I love everyone too, but like I don't know what it is with the awkward emo white kids, but
I know.
they always have to ruin something.
Yeah, he was like, bro, we're just trying to have fun, man. It's a Scarlord
Just trying to
concert.
be edgy or something. Yeah, they're just I don't know.
Yeah, but we had some later on in the show. It was I didn't go in, but I saw everyone after leaving the pit. They were all like hyping, you know. It turned
Yeah,
up
it's
for the
really
whole
nice over
thing.
there though.
Yeah,
Whenever you're in the mosh pit and stuff, like you'll fall over and they'll like help you back up and
yeah,
throw you back in the mosh pit and stuff.
it's weird. Yeah, it's like super aggressive, but yet they're still friendly about it. It's so weird.
Yeah, but it's still chill. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that a lot. It's
yeah,
it's really cool. It's just this like it's this unwritten rule that like if you fall or something, you gotta let that person up. You don't stomp the shit out of him on the ground and stuff like that.
exactly,
It's just fucked up. You don't trample the guy because people
exactly.
have died like that.
Yeah,
It's like no, it's
sadly.
not.
Yeah, the only pit that because usually when I'm at a show, they let me on like the Josiah show. I was on stage most of the time, but like the only one I was in that I remember, well, one of the few was the NASCAR Aloe one. That's the pit I was actually in, which was fun as hell.
That'd be crazy as fuck.
And he like dove
Did he
from
actually pee on the crowd?
no, if he did, I would have either ran or punched him in his nuts. But no, shout out! I love NASCAR, but just don't pee on me.
Yeah,
I,
but I heard a rumor that he's known to like pee on the crowd or something like that, and it's like a thing.
yeah, no, I'd have punched him
Maybe
in
it's
his
a
nuts.
rumor.
I love NASCAR though. I just don't play that shit. But
Yeah, I can't get R. Kelly during a show like that. That's not.
exactly, man, exactly. But no, he didn't do that. But he did spit in a bunch of people's mouths. Don't know if that's
Nice.
any better. I don't
I
know if
think
that
that's
helps.
a lot more lax. If it's consensual, then it's chill.
No, it was
I think
very
that's cool.
okay. So it was very consensual. I have video and I can send it to you later. Like a girl. It started with a girl. I don't know if if she even knows me, but like, few people did talk to me after the show that knew who I was, but like, it was a girl, and then like she was just like she asked him, I guess, quietly, and then he like shouted out. He's like, "Hey, everyone! I want everyone to listen, just so I don't get in trouble. Repeat what she told her, like scream what you just asked me to do." And she was like, "I want NASCAR Aloe to spit in my mouth," and she screamed
Oh my
it. I
god.
can't do the high pitched voice, but she screamed it, and then like. He did it, and then other people kept coming and asked him to do the same thing to them. And one was a guy, like I'll never forget. It was like this black dude, like somewhat taller than me, like short hair, like I don't know. He like I thought it was just all
Jeez.
women, and it was like, and I don't even think he was like no offense, like no. I respect all sexual preferences, but I
Yeah,
don't
for
even think he
sure.
was gay. He just was crazy. He just
That's
want
funny. Oh
NASCAR to
my
spit in
god.
his mouth.
That's what I respect, dude. He's nutty. I've seen some shows of him, and he doesn't care. He just goes for it.
Right,
It's
man.
just the energy. I'd like to see NASCAR play. I mean, I don't really listen to NASCAR Scarlord very much, but
Hmm.
I just thought it'd be like fun to go to the shows and stuff.
Yeah,
And I would love to go to a
yeah.
NASCAR show for sure.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's why I went to the Scarlet one because it's not much people in the community that are doing shows besides like Cyber, which I've been to plenty, but like yeah,
Yeah,
it's not really much shows like that. So when someone like that does come, even if they're like mainstream like Scarlord or Ghost Main, I'll go. But
yeah, for sure. If there's ever a cyber show in Oregon, bro, let me know. I'm
of
I'm
course,
gonna have
man.
to hike myself out there, dude. I have to see that show. That's gonna be crazy.
Yes, man. If I'm out there with you, I'll hook you up too.
For sure, man.
I got you. Um, yeah, that's pretty dope, man. That's pretty dope. Uh, yeah, we about coming about that hour. Is there anything that I left out that you feel like I didn't say in the interview? You know,
No, I think that's about it. I mean, I'm trying to stay anonymous, so I'm sorry I couldn't give the name out or anything, or
there's
like
no need, no need to,
it's
man.
all good, yeah.
Yeah,
And yeah, just the thing is, just check out the new song "Fufu" for featuring Venting Palace, produced by Out of This World, like Jupiter, I'm pretty sure, and Kira. It's a very good song, as I've heard. I'm not necessarily sure. I have a kind of a biased opinion about it, but I mean, from what I've heard, people like it. So yeah, I recommend checking it out.
bro, that's dope as hell, man.
Sure, man.
Of course, of course. So, all right, so that's that. So the very last question I'll ask, and I ask
Alrighty,
everyone. I don't know if you watched the interview. I asked at the end of every interview.
I've watched a few.
Huh?
I watched a few. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So, will this be like? Will I be able to interview you again
Oh,
in
for
the
sure,
near
man.
future?
I'm always down. You're chill. You're chill as hell, bro. Like this was an easy conversation to have. Some people when you talk to them are just very awkward, but I feel like you're pretty easy to talk to, and I'm down whatever, man.
I appreciate it, man, because I loved it. I'm mellow right now because I got off work and I'm like tired of work weekend, so I'm just
Yeah, for
tired.
sure.
But I
Feel that.
really enjoy. It doesn't sound like it, but I enjoy this, and I love your music. I love you. So this is,
Yeah, thank you,
I,
man.
of
And I
course,
saw you put my song in your recent thing about the 808, like the hardest 808s and stuff like that. I appreciate that a lot, man.
of course, man. Of course, I gotta be, be true, man.
Gotta hype me up, dude.
Man,
I appreciate that.
of course, man. It's all love. I'm a fan myself, so I appreciate you allowing me to do this.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, man. So
All
definitely,
right, man.
of course, man. So much love. I'll have
All
your
love,
stuff in the
bro.
description. I have your stuff in the description. Everyone
Awesome.
listening, please click it, follow this dude, support this guy, and we will see you all in part 2 of the Lusting.
Yep. Fufu on all platforms, guys. Come on. Come
Come
on,
on,
let's see.
man.
Let's see the numbers go up.
Yes, man.
Alrighty.
If they
Thank
don't
you.
do that, they don't pass the vibe check.
Facts, dude. Honestly. They can get blocked, bro.
Yeah, bro, you're getting blocked.
Alright, man.
All right, peace, brother.
It
I
was
appreciate
fun.
it.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.